So Netanyahu was at the White House today, and there were some takeaways from that. The Hill, they wrote 5 takeaways from the interview, the meeting with Netanyahu. He arrived Monday in Washington for a hastily arranged visit at Trump's insistence, but he said little as Trump fielded questions from reporters on a range of topics. On his approved reporters. Still, Netanyahu issued concern over the danger Turkey poses to Israel, said Iran should give up its nuclear weapons aspirations, and appealed to negotiate away Trump's tariffs on the country. Here are the 5 takeaways from the meeting. Iran talks set for Sunday. Trump said the U.S. would hold direct talks Saturday with Iran over its nuclear weapons programs, which Trump fucking abolished the Iran nuclear deal that Obama had in place just because Obama did it. Such a petty fucking dick. Netanyahu reportedly wants the U.S. to greenlight a military operation to wipe out Iran's nuclear facilities. A risky operation that experts and U.S. officials say is both practically difficult and unlikely to prevent the Islamic Republic from eventually developing a nuclear weapon. Trump warned Iran would be in great danger if talks are not successful. Oh, big guy in great danger. Crash their economy, asshole. You dick. U.S. is looking at another ceasefire in Gaza. Well, they've already razed a bunch of Gaza. Israel has. They've razed a bunch of it and taken it over. Trump said the U.S. is working to get hostages released. Really? Because I thought that you were going to have them released on day one, too. Just ridiculous. Hamas still holds 59 people it kidnapped from southern Israel during its terrorist attack on October 7th, 2023, although Israel believes that 24 of those people are alive. 22 Israelis, 1 Thai, and 1 Nepali. American Israel Edan Alexander, who was serving in the Israel military when he was kidnapped, is believed to be alive. Netanyahu said he's committed to getting all the hostages out, but also eliminating Hamas in Gaza. He just wants war, and if he doesn't continue the war, he's going to have to face an election. And also, Trump said, having a peace force like the United States there controlling and owning the Gaza Strip would be a good thing. Yeah, I'm sure Trump did say that. Netanyahu also, he wants a tariff solution very quickly. Netanyahu was the first world leader to visit Trump and push for negotiations to eliminate the presidential global tariffs. He pledged that Israel would eliminate the trade deficit with the U.S. and eliminate trade barriers in an effort to avoid Trump's tariffs. Well, I hope to bring a solution very quickly, Netanyahu said. At one point, Trump appeared to raise U.S. military assistance to Israel as potential leverage amid trade negotiations. We're talking about a whole new trade, maybe not. Maybe not. Don't forget, we help Israel a lot, We give Israel $4 billion a year. That's a lot. Congratulations, by the way, he said, turning to Netanyahu. Trump added, we do take care of our friends. Makes me fucking sick. This transactional dick who doesn't care about America. He just used all the voters to get into office so he could just enrich himself and play dictator. That's all he wanted out of this. He wants his fucking military parade. He wants to golf. He has no interest in actually governing. That's the thing. Anyway, Trump says he'll work out the Turkey-Israel tensions. He says that. Any problem you have with Turkey, I think I can solve. I mean, as long as you're reasonable. You have to be reasonable. We have to be reasonable, he said to Netanyahu. Bibi, if you have a problem with Turkey, I really think you're going to be able to work it out, he added. I have a very, very good relationship with Turkey and their leader. I think we'll be able to work it out. So I hope that's not going to be a problem. I don't think it will be a problem. Talks like a fucking idiot. Israel's bombing campaign in southern Syria is challenging Turkey's inroads into the country. Erdogan backed the rebel forces that are now leading the government in Damascus, who succeeded in ousting longtime dictator Bashar al-Assad from power in December. Ankara has put its support behind the transitional government made up of officials with the U.S. designated terrorist group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. Israel remains deeply suspicious of the group, taking military action targeting potential areas of threat and advocating for a demilitarization of the south. Last week, Israel conducted airstrikes targeting 2 air bases in Syria that where Turkish forces were reportedly preparing to deploy. Trump's not happy over Russia-Ukraine fighting. Trump said he's not happy over the continued fighting between Russia and Ukraine. How about Russia? How about the continued bombing, the carpet bombing of Ukraine by Russia? Both Russia and Ukraine said they agreed to the ceasefire terms in principle, but Russia has thrown out various conditions that have delayed talks. I'm not happy about what's going on with the bombing because they're bombing like crazy right now. They're bombing. I don't know what's happening there. That's not a good situation, Trump said. So eloquent. Trump further said Russia was exempt from his global reciprocal tariffs because we're not doing business essentially with Russia. White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett said Sunday it's not appropriate to introduce tariffs on Russia while Washington is in negotiations with Moscow over ending its war in Ukraine. There is obviously an ongoing negotiation with Russia and Ukraine, and I think the president made the decision not to conflate the two issues. However, Ukraine was not spared the April 2nd order, though it faces a relatively light 10% tariff on exports to the U.S. Such a hypocritical dick. So I just saw something about, apparently Elon Musk did something with his kids in the Social Security office have been installing their own servers and AI, and they crashed the system. So I'm going to find that article and read it.